A long time ago, in a quiet village surrounded by forests, Babade, a rich farmer, had two wives. Abeni, the first wife, who was kind and gentle, and Fadeke, the second wife, who was lively and always wanted Babade's attention. Babade loved food more than anything else. After working all day on the farm, he enjoyed sitting down to eat. Both wives took turns cooking for him, but it was Fadeke's meals that always stood out. Her food was so tasty that Babade couldn't stop praising her. Fadeke's cooking is a blessing, he would say with a big smile, rubbing his full stomach. Habeni tried her best to cook well, but no matter how hard she cooked, her food never tasted as good as Fadeke's food. Everyone in the house noticed, and soon rumors started spreading. Some people said Fadeke used magic, while others thought she had a special ingredient. One evening, as they ate dinner, Babade said something that hurt Abeni deeply. Fadeke, your food is amazing. Abeni, maybe you should learn from her. Abeni forced a small smile, but deep in her heart, she was upset. She decided to find Fadeke's secret. The next day, when it was Fadeke's turn to cook, Abeni pretended to go to the market, but instead, she hid behind the kitchen. She watched closely as Fadeke cooked. Everything seemed normal at first. Fadeke used spices, herbs, and vegetables like anyone else. But then she reached into a small clay pot hidden in a corner and scooped out a thick, dark substance. Fadeke whispered strange words and mixed the substance into the food. Habeni's heart raised. What is that? She thought, scared and confused. That night, as everyone ate Fadeke's food happily, Abeni could barely eat. Her mind was full of questions. She knew something wasn't right, and she was determined to find out more. Later that night, when the house was quiet, Abeni went to Fadeke, who was sitting by the fire. Fadeke, Abeni said softly, I saw what you put in the soup today. What is it? Fadeke looked up slowly, her lips curling into a smile. So you have been watching me? She asked. You want to know the secret to my delicious meals? Abeni felt a chill run down her spine, but she stood her ground. Yes, tell me. Fadike's smile widened. She stood up and said in a low voice, the secret is simple. I feed the spirits of the forest and they bless my food. Abeni stared at her in shock. What do you mean? Fadike laughed softly. There is a price to pay for this gift. I use the blood of the forgotten, those no one will miss, and the spirits reward me with their power. Abeni's heart pounded in fear. She wanted to run, but her leg wouldn't move. You are lying, she whispered. Fadeke leaned closer, her voice cold. If you don't believe me, come with me to the forest. I'll show you. Afraid but curious, Abeni followed Fadeke into the dark forest. The night was quiet, except for the sound of crickets. They walked until they reached a clearing where a small fire burned. Around the fire stood shadowy figures that looked like people but weren't fully human. Fadeke began to chant. The fire grew brighter. Suddenly, a strange ghostly figure appeared above the flames. It had hollow eyes and pale skin, and it let out a terrible wail. This is where I get my power, Fadeke said, a voice full of pride. Now you know my secrets, but you cannot leave. You must either join me or become the next offering to the spirits. Habeni screamed and tried to run, but the spirits surrounded her, their eerie laughter filling the night. No one in the village saw Abeni again after this occurrence. Fadeke's cooking became even tastier and Babade praised her more than ever. But deep in the forest, the spirits whispered and waited, ready to help Fadeke keep her dark secrets hidden.